How's it going, everybody? Wildman Wes here, and welcome to day 11 of the 12 Days of Christmas Movie Reviews. As you can see, I'm very festive. I'm wearing my ugly sweater, so to speak. It's long sleeve, but hey, it's Christmassy ugly enough. I'm enjoying a nice glass of eggnog. The real deal, fellas and ladies. Today we are going to be doing the 2015 comedy The Night Before. This one, I enjoy it. I really do. It's very, very funny. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. So the movie starts off in around the mid to late 90s with a young man named Ethan who loses his parents, and while he's dealing with the grief, his friends Chris and Isaac take him out on Christmas Eve, and they have a huge party, just going from place to place around New York, and they're just enjoying the time. And these guys are the family that Ethan is going to have for the rest of his life. Fast forward to many other times, from the past, from their night before. Ethan is now a struggling musician. Isaac is going to be a soon-to-be father, and Chris is a professional football player. And this is going to be the last time they have the night before party. And while they've been going through these years of partying, there is kind of this a white whale, or kind of like the Moby Dick party that they've been trying to get to. It's called the Nutcracker Ball, where there's alcohol, drugs, a lot of crazy stuff going on. Well, while Ethan is working as a coat check guy at a holiday party, he stumbles upon 3 tickets to the Nutcracker Ball, and he steals them, gives them to his friends, and throughout their last night, they are going around doing their usual traditions and trying to figure out where they're going to go for this party. And they try to pick up some drugs, especially marijuana, and they run into a guy that they would get marijuana from when they were in high school named Mr. Green. And throughout this whole experience, they're smoking, they're doing some crazy antics, run into a lot of crazy characters. Ethan runs into his ex-girlfriend Diana and really wants to get back together with her. And I could go on and on about this, and this is going to be one of those kind of short and sweet reviews, just because I want to tell you about the things that I like about it. The things I like, with Seth Rogen being, kind of one of the side characters in this movie, he tends to take a lot of action in this, especially when he's tripping out on mushrooms and every other drug known to man. I think it's hilarious because of the fact that at one point he is talking to inanimate objects, especially in the nativity scene. There's another moment where earlier on, when they're celebrating, they go to a store and they're doing the whole floor keyboard, like reminiscent to the movie Big. They go to a karaoke bar and start singing Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC. Let's see, there's... Eventually they do make it to the Nutcracker Ball, and there's this other big football player that Chris knows that accidentally gets impaled on the hand up against a tree by Isaac, and he's also wearing an ugly sweater with the Star of David on it. And this football player is also known as the Messiah to his fans, and they actually say that Jewish guy just crucified the Messiah, which sacrilegious but funny nonetheless. The rest of the cast, you have Anthony Mackie playing Chris. Most people probably know him as Falcon from the Avengers. We also have Joshua Gordon-Levitt, who plays Ethan. Most people know him from movies like 10 Things I Hate About You, also playing the counterpart of Robin from The Dark Knight Rises. We have a lot of cameos. We have Michael Shannon playing Mr. Green, who is pretty much the guardian angel. You find out later on he gets his wings for helping the boys out. You also have Lizzie Kaplan playing Ethan's ex Diana. Let's see, Miley Cyrus makes a cameo. James Franco makes an appearance too, which very funny nonetheless. At the end, we do have Tracy Morgan playing Santa Claus, so I dig that a lot. The one thing that I kind of was a little bit leery about, but I still enjoy it, is the fact that it's, like I mentioned, you know, Seth Rogen is a big part in this movie, and there's a lot of pot smoking in it. This movie is very much reminiscent. It's like if you take A Christmas Carol from Charles Dickens and Pineapple Express and you put them in a blender, you get The Night Before. And there's a lot of moments where, you know, Seth Rogen's character is, you know, very high and doing some really wacky things, and shit hits the fan. And I mean, I like it and it's great. I mean, it just kind of, at first I was like, wait a minute, am I watching Pineapple Express Part 2? I mean, what's going on? But regardless, it's a good movie. See, it's time to grade this because it's late right now and I'm running, you know, a little behind, and we've got one more to go after this, and I want to make sure we knock that out of the park. I'm going to give this movie a solid A. I mean, yeah, it's a great movie, and you know, the clips that I have right now, obviously, due to the copy I have, it's on Blu-ray, and I can't really do a lot of capture carding with that, so I'm going to work with it, and other than that, we hope you enjoy this quick review. Make sure if you haven't seen this movie, you go see it. I recommend it. Other than that, hope you like, share, and as always, push that red button. Don't forget to ring the bell for instant notifications on Dragonfire Entertainment. If there's anything you want to see in the future, make sure that you leave a request in that comment section below. Some of you have been doing that, and God bless you for it. Other than that, there are small channels lately. Hopefully they'll be around in 2020, especially ours. YouTube's been going through some changes, and we might be gone. I don't know yet, and I hope we're not. So make sure that you go check out a couple other small channels. Make sure you go give them some support. Push that red button, ring that bell, let them know you care. Let's keep this community alive, folks. What do you say? That's my Christmas wish this year. So until then, I'm Wildman Wes, and be prepared. We've got a good one tomorrow for day 12, the 12 Days of Christmas movie reviews. See you soon.